They didn't need a scalpel to define their beauty. No surgery, no silicone, no shortcuts. Just centuries of culture, confidence, and nature's finest artistry. Today, while millions chase the exaggerated curves of the BBL, Brazilian butt lift, its dark side is often left out of the spotlight.
It's one of the fastest growing cosmetic procedures and also the deadliest. The governing group for cosmetic surgeons says butt lifts have the highest mortality rate of any cosmetic procedure, but that's not dissuading women from getting it. These women all reportedly died after having butt lifts, but that hasn't stopped a big increase in the procedure.
A procedure that promises perfection but often delivers pain. Fake appearances, disfiguring body proportions, infections, paralysis, and in many tragic cases, death. And while the world battles with the consequences of chasing artificial perfection, Africa is quietly standing tall, or should we say, walking bold. This is the story the global beauty industry doesn't want you to hear, because it challenges their billion-dollar illusion. This is the beauty of Africa's naturally curvy women. The beauty the BBL industry fears. In a world obsessed with artificial enhancements and billion-dollar beauty trends, there lies a quiet revolution brewing on the continent of Africa. A revolution not of protests or politics, but of pride, authenticity, and natural allure. While the BBL industry thrives on society's insecurities, African women are rewriting the narrative, one naturally curvy silhouette at a time. And the world, well, it's beginning to take notice. Welcome to Win Africa, where we go beyond stereotypes and shallow standards to uncover a story that celebrates the raw, untouched, unmodified beauty of African women. A beauty that cannot be injected or sculpted in a surgeon's office. A beauty so powerful, so rooted in identity and pride, that it might just be shaking the foundations of the beauty industry itself. Let's take a step back and understand how we got here. BBL, Brazilian butt lift, a term that has become synonymous with the modern idea of an ideal body. From Hollywood red carpets to Instagram influencers, the hourglass figure has been glamorized to the point of obsession. Surgeons are now celebrities, filters have replaced self-worth, and hashtags like number BBL goals have flooded social media like a digital epidemic. But behind the glitz lies a far darker truth, a trail of pain, regret, and in many cases, tragedy.
It came up in blisters, they then started to pop, like all the filler was coming out, blood, it was terrible.
Despite the rising cost of the procedure, now ranging anywhere from $7,000 to $15,000, the demand is only increasing. Why? Because low self-esteem has been weaponized, because adults, and now even teenagers, feel pressured to fit into a mold sculpted by surgery, filters, and societal expectations. And yet, the danger far outweighs the glamour. From disfigurement and organ damage to infections, paralysis, and even death, the BBL is now regarded as one of the most dangerous cosmetic surgeries in the world. Just ask the Oklahoma nurse who, in 2017, underwent a BBL procedure in Dallas. She woke up paralyzed, unable to move her legs, after her surgeon injected too much fat into the muscles near her sciatic nerve.
A lot of younger people, or maybe people my age, are doing things that may cause more complications, and they're younger and their lives are going to change forever.
Her life changed forever. She left in a wheelchair and is now suing the clinic for millions in damages. And that's just one of hundreds of cases. Multiple celebrities who once championed the BBL trend are now facing complications, reversal surgeries, and constant checkups just to maintain their altered bodies. The death toll, rising, but the insecurity, even higher. Still, many women aren't satisfied with what nature gave them.
I have had 3 Brazilian butt lifts, but I want to have more.
They want curves. They want shape. They want to look like something, even if it means risking everything. And yet, there's a whole continent where women already embody those very same ideals, effortlessly. A place where the curves that others are paying for come naturally, where confidence isn't injected, it's inherited, where beauty isn't artificial, it's ancestral. That place is Africa, because the truth always rises. And African beauty, it's rising higher than ever before. In the past, African women were told to shrink themselves, not just in body, but in voice, in presence, in pride. But not anymore. Across the continent and the diaspora, a new wave of African queens are standing tall, unapologetic in their skin, their shape, and their story. And the world, it's watching, learning, and inspired. From social media stars like Erykah Badu, Matheba Bonang, and Hajia Bintu, to everyday African women breaking barriers in fashion, fitness, and pageantry. They're owning the spotlight without changing who they are. They're not trying to be the next influencer with a filter-perfect face or surgically snatched waist. They are real, raw, radiant, and their confidence is contagious. In Nairobi, natural hair movements are reclaiming identity. In Lagos, fashion designers are tailoring clothing to celebrate thick, full-bodied figures. In Accra, curvy models are headlining runways once reserved for stick-thin silhouettes. And on TikTok and Instagram, African dance videos are going viral, not just because of the moves, but because of the mesmerizing way these women move. It's not just about body, it's about energy, essence, expression. African beauty isn't just being seen, it's being felt. And now even major Western brands are shifting. They're flying to Africa to find models. They're showcasing African skin tones, hair textures, and curves in their ads. They're even using African influencers to market what they once ignored. Why? Because authenticity sells. Because truth resonates. And because you can't suppress brilliance forever. African women are no longer being defined by the world. They're defining it. It's about control. For decades, the beauty industry has thrived by selling one powerful idea. You're not enough. Not light enough. Not slim enough. Not curvy enough. In the right places. Not flawless enough. And guess what? They had the solution. At a cost. From skin-bleaching creams to body sculpting surgeries, they built billion-dollar empires by feeding off insecurity. But now, something dangerous to their profits is rising. And it's not a new product. It's a mindset. It's a movement. It's Africa. Because how do you sell artificial beauty to women who've discovered they were already masterpieces? That's the threat. When African women embrace their natural beauty, unapologetically, the lie collapses. The lie that beauty must be bought. The lie that self-worth requires modification. The lie that value is shaped in a surgeon's office. That's why the BBL industry is afraid, because the more the world sees natural African beauty, the harder it becomes to convince the next generation that they need to change themselves to be worthy. And it's not just African women who are waking up. Black women around the world, women of color, and even people from other cultures are beginning to ask, if they can love themselves fully, why can't I? Africa is becoming the mirror that reflects what the world tried to forget. True beauty doesn't come with a price tag, and for every woman that walks confidently in her God-given shape, she weakens the grip of industries that profit from fear. The world is learning something profound from Africa. Beauty is not something you buy. It is something you are born with, something you nurture, something you embrace. As we close this chapter, it's clear that Africa's natural beauty has sparked a global revolution, a revolution of self-acceptance, empowerment, and confidence. The BBL industry might be afraid of this truth, but it is this very truth that is leading the world toward a new, more inclusive definition of beauty. So, if you found this video inspiring, eye-opening, or just a reminder of how beautiful you truly are, don't forget to subscribe. This is Win Africa, and we are rewriting the narrative. To discover the beauty of Africa that Hollywood doesn't want you to know, click the video to watch more and celebrate what's real, what's raw, and what's powerful.